What's up, ladies and gentlemen? BC here. Welcome back to another episode of Supreme Being. First and foremost, appreciate all the support over the years. As I'm being censored more, which we're going to talk about today a little bit, make sure you guys get on my email list, as that's probably going to be my main form of communication moving forward, and you'll get access to exclusive bonuses. Those of you looking for more help, not only to see what I have to offer, but you yourself need more help in your situation, whatever that may be, schedule your free strategy call and we can help you out. The link for that is also in the description of every YouTube video, on my Facebook, Instagram, link in my bio, all that stuff. You also have my Discord channel, which has a paid portion and a free portion. And lastly, those of you interested in EXP and want to find out about our Icon Ninjas opportunity, be sure to click the link below and schedule a call with us. Okay, so let's begin. Well, as you heard me say in the beginning, the censorship police is back, right? Recently, I did a pretty funny post where they made this Family Guy rendition. I put it on Facebook and Instagram. It was hilarious about some of the new loans that they're rolling out. And of course, most people laughed. Most people were level-headed about it. And then a few butthurt snowflakes were in the comment section complaining, and they reported the post over and over. I can't even comment on it. Even normal comments, they've disabled certain parts of my account. So literally the last step would be for them to delete my Instagram or shut it down. That's literally the last piece to the puzzle for them to fully censor me. They already deleted my Facebook. They pretty much demonetized most of my YouTube, if not 80-90% of it. They remonetized some of it, but it's still basically operating on its last leg. Same thing with my Instagram. It was already shadow banned anyway. But anyways, what are we here to talk about? Well, I named this Being Stupid is Dangerous because the only thing that separates you from animals as a human being is your intelligence, right? And when they have us in this triggered emotional state, what happens? You act irrationally, right? Somebody honks the horn, you get mad. What happens when you get angry now and you don't have control over it? You yell, you say dumb shit you normally wouldn't say, things that you don't mean. You act irrationally, and then you normally regret what you do. So when I say being stupid is dangerous, well, being stupid, right? In this context, I'm referring to being easily manipulated. And that's how these people are. They can't take a joke. They don't see things for what it is, right? They're constantly in this warped perception of their narrative of what the world is like. I mean, it's unbelievable. Now, as salespeople, we deal with this, right? If you're listening to me and you're an entrepreneur or a real estate person, this isn't anything new. You may not hear it in this context, but that's the same thing as a customer being, let's say you're a realtor and they hate realtors, and they had one bad experience and that's it, and realtors suck. Well, that would be somebody being ignorant and being stupid, but it's warped their perception. But now, because it's a sale, we need to go in there and figure out, how we're going to get through, communicate with them, demonstrate that we're not stupid and move the sale forward if possible, right? So we deal with this in different contexts. It's just sometimes we forget, or we only view it in one context, right? So what I'm making this particular podcast for is for many reasons. Number one, understand, and I made a video that was really short where I talked about this. That whole mentality is not the majority of people. They want you to think it is. They're not the majority, right? What happens is, especially if we're going to talk political for a second, they're loud, right? They're not the most, but they're loud. So they'll go and they'll vote and they'll rally, right? These small little groups. And that's what causes, these weird changes at a local level first that then trickle up to the top, right? Because they're outspoken. They're the few, but they're outspoken, right? They'll be out yelling and screaming, and they'll make it seem like it's a lot, and they'll really push people, and they'll be emotionally charged. This gives the perception or the belief that they're the majority when they're not, just because they're loud. Most people who are level-headed and laughing and normal, we keep to ourselves. We don't really care. We're not too outspoken about stuff. We can laugh. We can go to a comedy show and giggle, right? It's not a big deal. So the reason I'm saying it's dangerous is because, again, if we're going to dip into the political aspect, well, now laws are being changed. Now things are happening because, again, it's not the majority, but by them making it seem like it's the majority, the people who are quiet will be like, well, I don't really agree with it, but it seems like that's what people want. Okay. And they'll vote for it, or they won't say anything, right? People get censored. They might tell me, oh, that's wrong, but they don't speak out about it. While these other people yell and scream 24/7, right? So there's something we can take from their playbook, and that's to let your voice be heard, basically, and say, hey, I don't agree with the censorship. Hey, this is ridiculous, right? Like a lot of people don't know the laws on the internet and the rules and regulations and policies for this Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. They've rewritten it a million times. Hell, they changed the definitions of words. I mean, they do stuff in real time that people don't even realize. Like, oh, well, you're violating these platforms and they're private companies. Dude, they're not even private companies. They're literally in the bed with the government, right? They take public funding and they do all these things that take them out of the classification of being a private company or enterprise, right? Like you guys need to do a little bit of your own fucking research and understanding of these things. You don't just blurt out what people tell you. Stupid, right? So dumb. But they change the rules and policies all the time. What once was not a problem now suddenly overnight becomes a problem, right? Or how about the system? Same thing with YouTube. If I strike or make a claim on one of your videos without there even being a review, it automatically gets taken down and the owner of that video has to fight it and he has to go through a process. So I could erroneously report you under falsehoods. I've had stuff deleted. I've had my accounts deleted. I've had shit shut down because supposedly people report and say, oh, this is bullying and harassment when it's not. I'm having my comments right now in real time on these platforms being censored for just giving regular replies. I'm not cursing. I'm not insulting. I'm not even using emojis. And my comments are being deleted immediately and being censored. Stupid. Doesn't make any sense. Like, how does that even kick in? How does that even happen? Why? Right? It doesn't make any sense at all. So, again, giving power and credibility and shine to this small group. And why is this a problem? Because it pressures bigger organizations to comply because now they don't want to be attacked. So what do? Instead of everybody kind of saying, okay, this is ridiculous, we need to stop, everybody just conforms. Well, this month I'm going to throw on the LGBTQ flag on my marketing because I just want to, I don't want them to attack me. They don't even genuinely support these things. They just put it up to get social, politically correct points. Stupid, right? You can't get caught up in that, man. Like, I understand if you're listening to me and you're more like middle of the road, you're not outspoken like me. I get it, man. I'm like you. I just speak out because I actually have a platform. And although I have a lot to lose from that perspective, I don't like to see what's happening. It's just stupid because anybody who knows me, who really knows me, knows I'm not fucking crazy and all that stuff. And some people go around spreading lies about me. Oh, well, he's racist and he's ignorant and this and that. Like, that's fine, dude. Let them say what they want. But I'm not that stuff, right? I'm just somebody who worked my ass off, who built up my platform. And hey, if I view something as wrong, I'm going to speak out about it, right? That's the type of person I am. Now, if I'm proven wrong to be later, like, oh, hey, you were wrong. Okay, I apologize. I was wrong. But I'm not the type to just sit there in silence. Just like if I see somebody getting bullied in public, unless it's a mob on him of 100 people where I'm going to get killed, I'm going to say something and step up. If I see two people fighting, I'm going to stop the fight. I'm not going to stand there and film with my phone because that's the type of man that I am and person that I am. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll apologize. But up until now, I haven't been proven wrong. I've just been shunned and deleted and silenced erroneously in most cases, in virtually every case, where what I did wasn't even a violation of anything. I've done videos where I say, hey, this is my opinion on this matter. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, a political person. I'm not this, I'm that. This is just sheerly my opinion. You don't have to take it serious. I'm not condoning any type of behavior. I don't recommend. Like, I've even consulted with my lawyer on what to say and how to say it to make sure that I'm totally immune to censorship or any sort of legal repercussions. And guess what? Immediately the stuff gets deleted and taken down as all false information, blah, blah, blah. Like, who's to dictate, right? Independent fact checkers, in quotes, which we've proven aren't independent, are censoring. What the fuck is an independent fact checker and why did it suddenly pop up? Right? Doesn't make any sense. It was all politically driven. We know that. And again, you guys know I'm not a political person. I'm right down the middle in most cases. I don't consider myself, I'm not even registered as a Republican or a Democrat. In most issues, I think I fall right in the middle where I would present my own, a solution for it, whether it be abortion or somebody else. Now, I know a lot of people would laugh, but the people that are extreme to one side or the other would disagree with me probably, but that's okay. But when it comes to politics and all this stuff, the social media stuff, the answer is always somewhere in the middle in most cases, right? And no one's ever going to be satisfied. Like, People have this delusion that the world is going to be perfect. Oh, in a perfect world, nobody lies, nobody cheats, nobody steals, everybody's perfectly honest, and there's no racist, and there's no hate, and there's no wrongdoing. Like, that would be great, and I'm sure most human beings would love for that to be our reality, me included. However, get real with yourself. It's not going to happen. I think we're at a point now where, like, divisiveness and racism, is it still alive? Sure. But is it an actual problem if the media didn't perpetuate it like they do and have actually gotten caught making up stories? Yes, there's still hateful people and racist, but it's a small percentage of the total population, man. Let's get real. I mean, let's call it like it is. I know there's other issues too, but like, come on. Right? But again, media, social media, right? The environments that we grow up in, what we hear, what we're told, a lot of people exaggerate or lie. All of that influences how we view the world and all these other things. So if you don't know the reality and you can't think for yourself, and you don't, like, thinking isn't automatic. I made a little video about this on my Instagram. It didn't do well, but thinking isn't automatic, right? When I say a certain thing or person or event, do you actually know? And have you looked into it yourself, or did somebody just tell you everything that you're repeating that you think you know, right? Because then you're not thinking for yourself. You just adopted an idea or a belief or an experience from somebody else, and you've labeled it as, oh no, I know it, when you don't. Okay. So in that case, it could be dangerous, because you could follow a narrative or take actions that you otherwise, if you really knew, you wouldn't take that action or do that because you don't agree with it. This is why I can objectively listen to two people argue and kind of see both sides, but either agree with one side or agree with neither one and say the answer is somewhere in the middle. Right? Like the whole, like we talk about abortion. We're never going to come to a solution because both sides just want their way. Like, if it was me talking about that, right? I would say, why are we waiting until somebody's pregnant? We need to deal with this beforehand. And I would have a bunch of different solutions. Okay, you can have an abortion, but then the woman, you get your tubes tied, and the man, you get a vasectomy because you were irresponsible. You had unprotected sex and you got pregnant. Cool. We'll give you the option of getting an abortion. However, you both have to be snipped so you can never have kids again. Right? Now people would know, oh shit, right? I'm not saying that's a perfect solution, but people will say, oh shit, I need to be careful because fuck, then I can get the abortion, but then I can never have kids again. Right? Now, should there be exceptions to the rule when it comes to rape and all that? Of course, because I don't think just because somebody got raped, they should have the baby, or if the mother's going to get sick, right? Right? But what I'm saying is, again, don't get caught up in exactly what I'm saying. I would be somewhere in the middle where I would offer another solution. I wouldn't be extreme to one side or the other. You get what I'm saying? But we can't even say this shit anymore, because now what I said would be considered false, misinformation, dangerous. Like, what the fuck is going on with the world, man? You can't even talk about shit anymore, because then you just get reported for bullying and harassment. This is why I never even made a TikTok, because I immediately would get banned off that platform, like instantaneously. It's one of many reasons I didn't what's it called? I didn't make a TikTok, because what's the point, right? Comedians are getting complainers in the middle of their comedy routine that they're being offensive. It's a fucking comedy show, dude. You share a meme and you get crucified. I mean, it's asinine how warped people's perspectives are and how ignorant and dumb some people are about the reality of life. If you're so upset that you're scouring, like, I have people scouring the comment sections of some of my posts who don't even follow me. Like, dude, get a life. What is wrong with you? Do you not, like, and supposedly these are professionals, you have nothing else to do but scour a comment section and complain? Really? You're just not busy at all, huh? Like, grow up, dude. It's okay if you don't like me. That's fine. That's your decision as a man or a woman on this planet. But why do you keep coming back and following me and commenting? Get off. Either post it on your page or go somewhere else where you like it. Why do you keep coming to me? See, that's dangerous type of behavior. That would be like somebody coming to my property here and be like, I don't like you. I'd be like, bro, get the fuck off my property. I'm going to whoop your ass, right? But you don't have to worry about that online. That's a problem. It has this false sense of security. So when I say being stupid is dangerous, it's because it pushes these narratives. It can cause the acceptance of things that otherwise are illogical or most people don't agree with, but because they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or make people feel, neglected or whatever, right? It just comes from our humanity, in a sense, right? It's like, I want to be nice. And we'll just conform, which is stupid, right? That's why now things have to be done. We have to, again, I'm not saying we go out and fucking march and protest. No, but people have to start saying things and putting pressure. And, because I've even considered mounting up a lawsuit against some of these platforms for some of the, illegal behavior they've conducted and some of these practices of demonetizing and stealing stuff. Took me years of hard work and dedication and providing value to build my platforms, and just for it to be stripped away for no reason because a couple people complain, a small minority of people, small groups complaining about, oh, well, my feelings were hurt, I don't like what Brian posted, and erroneously saying that I'm bullying or harassing people, which again is blatantly false. It's stupid. But hey, if everybody just kind of sits back and watches what's going to happen, that line is going to keep getting pushed further and further and further, and it'll get to the point, unfortunately, of no return. Right? And we'll be led to the slaughter, where now you can't even speak. Right? Like, my family's not from America. We're immigrants. We come from a place where you can't speak your mind and say what you want. Because if you do, you're going to get hurt. You could be thrown in jail. You could be killed. You could be executed. You don't have to worry about that yet in the United States, right? Where I could blatantly disagree with somebody and they can still live their life and not a problem. The reason they're not complaining right now is because their side is the one that's protected right now. If it was the opposite, ooh, would they cry and complain? Oh, man, I can't imagine what the backlash would be if the roles were flipped. Right? But all this is, again, I'm taking this in stride, dude. Whatever, censor me, I don't care. Like I always tell you guys, schedule your strategy call so we can help you, and then obviously get on my email list, because pretty soon that might be my main and real principal form of communication, unless I run ads if they let me. But it's just one of those things where I'm also in a position where I'm 10 steps ahead of them, right? Like, I'm good. Even if they shut me down on online, I'm still making great money. Like, my life is pretty much set, right? I'm going to take it to another stratosphere and continue doing that, but I'm good, man. So you guys don't have to worry about me per se, especially financially. Like, I'm good. But it's just sad to see, what's happening, because then other people suffer because of this stuff. Maybe not me. Yeah, oh man, instead of making 10 million, I'll make 2 or something like that, right? It sucks, but again, I'm going to eat. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to sleep good at night. I'm going to laugh and have a good time and enjoy my life. Some people, because of this, their whole livelihoods, their businesses and everything got destroyed. Not cool. Not cool at all. I don't support anybody, even if they're at the opposite end of the spectrum and they are stupid, right? And they blatantly represent everything that I don't like. Even I don't want them censored or deleted off platforms. Why? Because they can just play over there in their own sandbox. I'm not going to go mess with them. I don't care. They can talk about me. Go for it. Have fun. Have a picnic. Make a piñata with my head on it and hit it. I don't care. You don't have to like me. I'm an adult and I'm mature. I understand that everybody in the world's not going to like me. You see? But this is what a mature, rational human being realizes. It's not, well, I don't like them. I want them banned off everything. They're dangerous. They spread lies and misinformation. Why is it lies and misinformation? Because it's not in line with what you're saying and what you think. How does that automatically deem it as false, by the way? Especially if we're talking about the realm of opinion about something. So yours isn't dangerous and it's cool, but mine is, even though we're both giving our opinions. Or oh, well, you can't opinionate about this because of where you're from or the languages that you speak or the color of your skin. It's like, what? But I'm the one that's crazy. I'm the one that's hateful. I'm the one that's a bigot and all that stuff they might say about me, right? Give me a break, dude. It's so backwards. It just doesn't make any sense. That's why I tell people, make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. And I've been getting censored even before this whole COVID thing, because I would tell people this is some of the, routines and things that I'm eating and my lifestyle in regards to health. And I would get flagged as misinformation, even though I'm just answering questions that people would say, hey, like, what teas do you drink and what do you do? Like, just completely asinine, man, all this stuff. But hey, you know how it is. Just, remember, equip yourself, because I can go through this. I can have people talk shit. And I'm, like I told you guys, I'm chilling. I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying life. I'm not losing any sleep. So you can't allow it to mess with you like that. But you also have to understand and view this from the outside, regardless of where you fall in regards to religion, politics, or anything. Like, you need to be able to objectively see from the outside how this is wrong, right? Especially now with social media getting involved in elections and the government. Like, there should be a complete separation there, but that's a topic for another discussion. All right. That's it for this one, guys. Again, get on the email list, schedule your strategy call, and we'll see you on the next episode. All right. Peace.